fucking love race time. Come on! I believe this is all working. I'll just check the Twitch, see if we can both hear each other on Twitch and whatnot. Shit if we can't. But hello everyone.
Yeah, I'll just do some waffling quickly.
There we go. Yeah, we can hear both us. Here we go.
Yeah,
Welcome to Japan, round 8 of the Tier 1 Season 3. And Latifi's already left. Thank God for that. But we are here in Japan. Crazy race in Tier 2 yesterday, where we crowned our first Tier 2 champion, Night Owl. What a race it was for him. P1 with fastest lap. The man has been dominant all season. But he's here today as well in Tier 1 in the Aston Martin, alongside his Mercedes teammate in Tier 2 as well. Elite Shots, both of them in the Aston today, trialling it out, seeing how it goes. But I'm excited. I'm joined by Shredded as usual, and it's going to be sick. Ah, it's chucking it down, inshallah.
Yeah, I'm ready. Oh, unlucky. We had the whole call yesterday that it could be raining, and it didn't. These guys are going to have rain, which means there's going to be 10 times more chaos.
Absolutely. We're just going to chuck an invite back to Latifi.
Awesome. And if any drivers are, watching the stream, just let us know if the race is wet too. That gives us some information furthermore as well.
Should I tell you another thing that we need to do? I need to have something with chat on it, because I didn't have chat on.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. I've got chat as well here.
Oh, I've got no chat.
18... Oh, Will is saying it's dry race.
Dry race. Thank you, Mr. Manu. 18 drivers on grid. That's a solid result. Tier 1, we've already got cars going out on track. That looks like an Alpine and a Mercedes. What Mercedes will it be? Will it be Jack B or will it be Neek?
It's Neek and Cow.
Neek and Cow, so Neek.
And we've also got I think it's we've got Hoffers as well leaving as well the pit lane now.
Beautiful.
Just put the track map on, that gives me an idea of where everyone is.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to sort out now. Neek, not having the greatest season points wise, turning up to every race, you've got to give him some credit. But 5 points at the moment for Neek. What can he do today? Can he improve that? We know Japan is chaos, rain or without rain, so it'd be interesting to see if Neek can fight his way through the field today and pick up some valuable points for the team. Jack B, his teammate, doing very well this season, fighting for the championship. Neek wants to try and get involved here and try to do better than he has been doing. Got to get used to the buttons again. Bloody keyboard now. Parallel Harry out on track as well. In the Ferrari. A very good driver with a lot of pace. Do not count him out of any racing action up the front. But you know, if there's a Ferrari there, it's Parallel Harry. And this man is dominant in that Ferrari. The red Prime Michael Schumacher, some call him. I call him Prime Bad Boss. But nevertheless, he is in that Ferrari. And him and Pencil Up Nose, both very good drivers, out to make a statement against the other teams. Oh, that looks horrible out on that track. I would not want to do that. Not after yesterday.
No, I was just thinking the same thing. Thinking I would have hated this yesterday. I would have probably, been off the first minute.
I'd just like to make everyone appreciate the time I'm taking out to do this. I'm missing the Liverpool game to watch cars go around the track on a video game, so I hope you'll understand the pain and passion I'm going through. But right now, Neek starts his flying lap. Let's ride on board with him. No, that's the wrong button. That's the right button. So he comes through. Always goes off track. Turn 1, struggling a lot in the wet conditions. Not invalid, however, he's really struggling. There's no traction. There's no traction through sector 1 as it is, but you can just see he's struggling in the wet and itself. Most of the drivers will probably be running the dry setup if it's a dry race. If you're running a wet setup in a wet race, sorry, a wet setup in a dry race, just lose the amount of time you lose would be ridiculous. But Neek 36.9 through the first sector, trying to keep the car within track. And as long as they can get a bank lap down, you never know what could happen. But it'd be nice to see Neek do well in qualifying and during the race. A lovely guy, turns up, races. What more could you want from a driver? Yes, the points might be too low and a bit low compared to his teammate, but I don't think he has to challenge his teammate. We both know, me and Shredded both know, Jack B is a very quick driver. So, see what happens.
He's extremely fast, and he does a fantastic job week in, week out, every single time. Fantastic, had fantastic races. It's going to be great to see what we can push out today, especially for wet qualifying.
Lifting through 130 yards. Is that how it is? Or is Nick too scared to push it? But it goes deep into the chicane. But the bank lap will just be completed now. What's Nick going to set for people to start chasing? Runs it down to the line, takes the racing line down to the bottom. It's a 46, but I'm sure that's going to be beaten. Yes, a 38.7. So Cal,
yeah, I was
chucking 2 seconds.
I was going to say Cal was a lot faster. Cal was pushing the car. I was riding on board with him the whole time. Obviously, only he was coming out second, so I thought I'd jump on board, and he was absolutely zooming.
Can you just quickly verify this for me? Is that manually out on softs?
It is manual on softs and in the grass.
I think I was avoiding a pushing car. But Parallel Harris about to set his lap. Deal 39.6, solid effort from the McLaren driver. Pence up nose at 38.5, goes to vision pole. Massa 38.7. Tier 2 driver doing absolutely amazing at the moment. Parallel Harry only P4, 38.8. No, I think this lap will try and find out now. Elite shots in the Aston Martin. Out on a push lap. Fatty Bomb Boy 39.6, his first lap. Night Owl still to come out the pit lane. Tier 2 champion in the Tier 1 race. See what he did. We saw a Tier 2 race winner in Monza. Let's not forget this, and that was in an Aston Martin. So good. Elite shots in Night Owl will live up to that.
I'm just seeing BCX Pro say to us, could we turn onboard down a little bit in the settings if you can? They're quite loud compared to his voice on the stream.
Such a needy man is B6 Pro, but anything for him. I've clicked the wrong one. I apologise to anyone who's watching. Settings. Audio. We'll just whack mask volume down. Voice. Other cars. 5. Music. 5. I'll just whack everything down to 5. We'll try that. Hopefully that's a bit better. What the elite shot set anyway? P5, 38.8.
Elite shot set, yeah.
That's really quiet now though for me. Sorry to everyone.
I think you could crack up a little bit now.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, everyone. Shredded, just talk us through some cars as I'm sorting these out. Stressing me right out.
Yeah, no worries. So originally I was just enjoying watching Will do some Tokyo Drift around here and on the soft tyres. Not much is happening. Dilb set only good off a P6. Kyle dives back into the pit lane, doesn't set a lap, so I assume it's invalid.
I'm just shot, sorry, by Fatty Bumble. So I know it's only a bank lap, but 39.6 for a very quick driver. Is that something neat? Do I need to believe my eyes? What I've just seen? Neek just set purple sector 2, I believe.
Maybe the first lap was just a bit of a test to see how it was, and this is the good one.
P4, very solid from Neek. Very solid. The track will be ramping up very soon. Fatty Bumble comes out for another lap, so
Yeah,
that's obviously
very.
not what you would have wanted.
It must be drying up at some point, because I'm seeing some drivers getting the softs ready. I'm not sure if that's
The rain has died down a lot. Probably pushing that past the limit.
That's a great lap from the pole, his provisional pole there. It's a fantastic lap.
Hoppers, where did that come from? So Hoppers goes provisional pole of 38.3 in the Haas. Competition today for Hoppers. What is this to see? We've seen his pace get improving by the season. In Monza, he was very quick, but today he's turned up and put it on provisional pole. I know we're only halfway through the session, but for Hoppers, I'm not dissing the man, but that is quick. Oh, 37.9. Now it's heating up. Mr. Harbs. What a lap from you. Let's ride on board and with Fatty Bomboy as he starts his push lap. Down the main straight he goes. A very long main straight I found yesterday, especially when you're getting slipstreamed by another car behind you and you're scared for your life into turn 1. But Fatty Bomboy does not look scared of turn 1. He absolutely aces it. Rides a bit of the curb there. Luckily not too much to affect his traction.
It's a very scary thing to do.
It is a very scary thing to do. Riding a curve through sector 1, especially in the wet. Let's mention as well. Very scary to see indeed. He's just over half 10th up purple sector 1. F1RL Viper 37.2. This track's definitely heating up now. 7 tenths quicker than Harbs. That track is drying out.
It is, and it looks like the rain is ever so slowly stopping, which means there'll still probably be a damp track, but I reckon towards the end of qualifying it'll probably like dry up a bit more, which means drivers will be pushing on the softs to try and get those proper fast laps in. Then it comes down to a game of, you know, who has the risk of putting the softs on first, really, and if they can get the softs on quick enough, and who doesn't get the chance to is the next thing, because you could see a mixed grid, especially with rain.
Absolutely. So whoever takes the gamble and it works out will be successful. And Fatty Bomboy, by the way, purple sector 1, purple sector 2. I slated the man. I didn't slate the man. I'm not going to use that word. But I said that first lap was slow. I didn't believe it was true. But now Fatty Bomboy set a very good lap here. I'm sure he's going to get into the 36s, even the 35s. It's a 36.6. Such a solid lap there from Fatty Bomboy on them intermediate tyres. But, like me and Shadow have just been mentioning, there's going to be slicks at some point. There has to be slicks. That track looks like it's drying a lot. No rain. Cars on it. Could there be at the last moment slick compound tyres? Manu's just about to set his banker lap, so we'll run board with him in a minute. Parallel Harry P3 on that lap, 37.4. Better and better track times out there now. The prime time to go out on this track is the next 5 and a bit minutes. Because trust me, the track is at its best. Or is going towards its best. At least. Senor Pepe, new driver in the Haas, at the moment goes P4. Spiney's first, just about to finish his push lap. It's only P8. Cal's just about to finish his push lap. Goes very deep in the chicane, but rides it nicely actually on the exit. I rides a lot of cover when this thing does come into a pit. I thought that was a bit. Kyle just like finish his push up. Got a lovely little slipstream there, but it's only good enough for P14. Manu on his push up now, coming through the first sector. Calm, composure, calm. That's Mr. Manu all over. Yes, he has his incidents more often than not at the moment, but we've got to not disrespect this man. He is a champion. That is Latifi off the track, where Latifi DNF yesterday in the race. I think managed to get a feel for the track here, because you can see the ERS usage isn't actually as much as I thought it was. So it might be him getting used to the track unless he's going to push that at the moment. Oh, he locks the rears going into that corner. Yeah, it's very slightly backs out. Does he back out? I'm really confused what happened there, unless he's going to set back lap anyway.
Definitely, I wouldn't put it past him. I've seen him have some qualifying before where it's not perfect. He's absolutely smashed out of the park. But the main thing we know about him is he's great. And I think I've seen him through, I think last season as well. He struggles sometimes in the rain, but I believe that in the dry, you can actually smash it. Yeah.
So manually
I
backs
think
up
that's
with that.
a
Then.
quick lap.
Yeah. That is PRF1 going out on inters for a last lap push. Harb starts his flying lap. Manning sets a 30.84 on that lap as well. Puts it P11 to be fair. On what weren't a great lap, so that's one must have been ridiculous because he's sent it through the corners.
Also to note, there's 4 drivers now sitting ready with the soft compound tyres. I think they are praying that it does dry up enough.
Harb's just set purple sector on, may I mention as well. Dill's P6 apparently. Don't put any dirt in that man's name. You've got to give him some credit there. But I feel like there is going to be time for slicks. I don't think Manning's going to get back in time for slicks though. Definitely not.
No, I don't think he'll have time to exit the pit lane as well as go in,
So
especially with this
go for
game.
another
It takes
run
forever for you to...
Was he on another run? I think he's on another run. I'll take that back.
I think he's on another... Yeah, I believe he's on another run because he purpled sector 1.
So you run on board with I'll ride on board with Harbs. Harbs goes purple sector 2.
But not for long because... Actually, no, that's only a green sector 2 for Will.
Oh, wow. Everyone stays down in.
He's only...
A lot of cars will be coming out of pits. Harbs sliding across the line, hits the wall. P2, lose it all at the end. Will comes into
Will's
the
chucked
pits.
into the pits.
Does that Will's qualifying done? It has to.
That will be...
PR F1 Viper starts his flying lap now. Harbs retires from the session, rightly so at the moment. That was interesting to see, but his AI car, yeah, it does get out of the way. Manning retires from the session. That's not the greatest qualifying from him, but we know he has got a lot of race pace in that Williams. Just hope he doesn't get involved in any accidents. F1RL Viper's got purple sector 1. A lot of traffic though.
Yeah, everybody's coming out now trying to get their best lap in. There's going to be so much traffic.
Well, the Alpines got other especially when they're coming towards the end of this lap. Come up to 130. There's 3 cars in the space of these 2 corners and straights.
And correct me if I'm wrong, there's a PRF1 Viper. He's new, is he not?
Sorry, what was that?
He's new, is he not?
He was in Monza, yeah. All the Ferrari diving out the way last second. That is commitment from Pencil up nose. Take a bow, Pencil, for stopping that impediment. That heroic save of that lap. But PRF1 Viper cannot improve. But take a bow, Pencil up nose, because what you've just done there, mate, is what I expect all drivers to do. Brake, slam on the brakes that much to avoid it, you go off track. Amazing. Amazing to see. Massa will finish P14. Laps will start coming to an end now. Parallel Harry on a push up. Purple sector 1. But I'm sure Big Poe might even go quicker than that. So I want you to ride on board with Big Poe for me. Which I need to see. I'm Night Owl P4. Wow. Tier 2 champion proving that he's got pace in Tier 1. What I love to see. Legend. Elite Shots finishes P12. That's a solid result for him in qualifying, especially in Tier 1. Tyler Harry pushing the car to the limit. It's beautiful to see, especially around a track like this. 130R, one of my favourite corners, and you just think, oh, flat through there, beautiful. beautiful, beautiful. He's a second up in his time, which means he will go in front of Fatty Bomboy, but I believe Fatty Bomboy is probably improving as much as Parallel Harry is improving. Cal goes provisional pole, 36.4. Track's ramping up now. Parallel Harry goes pole, 35.7. Fatty Bomboy is going to prove them all wrong, isn't he? No, he does not. Parallel Harry, provisional pole. PRL 5 who goes P2. This is really shaking up the grid. Jack B, what's he saying? Comes to the line. Jack B does it on the line. 1 lap is all it takes for Jack B, and he's put it on pole for the Japanese Grand Prix. Wow. Shocked. But as you can see here, Jack B, followed by Harry, followed by Pepe. First race in F1RL, P3. PR F1 Viper P4. Fatty Bomboy P5. Cal P6. Pencil P7. Harbs P8. Hoffers P9. And Neek, take about Neek, rounds up the top 10 in qualifying. And this is only going to get more interesting. I need a drink now, and I don't have one up here, so I'm going to suffer for the race start. And as soon as there's a safety car on lap 1, I'll go and get a drink. But right now, all that matters really is the race start, which is going to get underway very shortly. So eyes glued to the screen, everyone. This is where it gets real. It looks very nice out on track there, Shredded. Why didn't we not have this?
We did.
Yeah, but towards the end we didn't. Joel, I'm usually really hot when I'm like commentating. Today I'm really cold. Weird. Absolutely weird scenes here in the commentary box of F1RL. Oh.
Yeah, it is bloody chilly. I can't put the heater on because it would sound like I've got like a jet in my room.
My PC's beautifully silent. Love it. Come on! It's race time, people. 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, 5 lights. When will they go? And it's lights out and away we go. Safety car. Is that a safety car
already? Yeah, I got a safety car instantly for me.
Oh, more game bugs.
Interesting.
More game bugs. Brilliant. What we'd love to see. Safety cars to start. Nice. Oh, I know who I'm blaming for it as well.
Oh yeah?
Will Manu, because he qualified 17th or something. Right, everyone, Shredder will be talking to you while the safety car is on, while I go grab a drink. I'm dying of thirst, so I'll see you in a bit.
Yeah, no worries. So, obviously we have a safety car, which wasn't too long yesterday when we had the first safety car of the Grand Prix, especially of the Tier 2. We had a massive accident. Thankfully, this was just probably less of that. I'd like to know a bit more about what happened, or if it's just a glitch or whatever. So hopefully it doesn't continue for too much longer. The main thing, obviously, is that all drivers are alive, is the best part about this probably so far. Oh, so it's just a glitch. Okay, then that's fair enough. Well, hopefully the safety car will be in sooner than we think, and we won't have to wait around for too long. You know, F1RL would not be the same without all the safety cars. Hopefully we can get some racing. I was really excited. I'm so excited for this one. After racing it last night, I was excited to commentate for this one for sure.
Guess who's back? Back again. Jamaican Bacon's back. Taylor's front. Guess who's back? Oh, stop saying that. Still a safety car? Yeah, of course it is. What a load of shit. Right. EA needs to learn how to make a decent F1 game, because this is actually getting tiring now.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I said when you were away that I'm glad that it was probably just a glitch and no one's dead. That's the main thing.
Well, like I saw yesterday, a massive pile up on lap 1, sorry. But what can you do? What can you do? All I know is, right, there's a Mercedes driver in P1 at the moment, just like yesterday. But there's a Williams driver in P17, and if I remember rightly, Shredded, I don't know if you remember, but yesterday a Williams driver finished P2. So, is that right?
I don't know.
You don't remember? Because I remember. I love talking about myself, just boost my ego a bit more. It's just what I would love to see.
Well, there's also a Haas in P3, where a Haas was P3 yesterday until there was a scrap.
And for us saying he would have finished top 6 if you didn't bum him. Absolute scenes in the chat at the moment. Can we get Bunda in the chat, please, for Pharrell's sake? That's right, lads. The only drink they had down there was beer, so I had to cop a bit. And safety car's in! I wasn't expecting that.
Don't worry, beer is probably the best thing you need while commentating for an F1RL race.
Just gotta get this right. When Jack B goes in and the safety car restart has started. Jack B with a lovely launch. Parallel Harry following. But F1RL Viper close on that Haas. A lovely battle towards the mid-pack. Battles out on track.
All very close between turn 1.
Oh,
HBC gains a place on the Ferrari.
It's like pencils, not good traction at the moment. And that's a Haas and the Haas of Hoffers and Spanish Fell going move to win. It's beautiful fighting out on track, all nice and clean as they carry on through the first sector. Right, they've done better than Tier 1. They got through a sector without a safety car on a safety car restart. This is absolute scenes in Tier 1. Tier 1 doing better than Tier 2. It's Hoffers going to go for it. Hoffers goes for it. Down inside the knee. A beautiful move. And I've caught that on stream. That's definitely going on the clips. Hoffers up into P9 with that excellent dive bomb. And Spanish Fur following him as well. Knocks Neek out of the top 10.
I'm riding on board now currently with HBC. He is chasing down Cal like nothing. But Pencil has decided to take that place back, which is rightfully his, and he's going for it. This battle will not finish anytime soon.
No, it will not. We know these two like a battle out on track. You've seen it. Most of the times this season, it's usually Harbs and Pencils and nearly contact. But is that Pencil going for a dive bomb? It is. Him and Cal, wheel to wheel. Pencil still sticking on these. So 3 wide. Just like yesterday was Andy Morrison. Harbs touched the grass, has to back out.
That could have gone really bad as the Red Bull is now on the grass.
Pencil gets through on Cal then. Hoffers follows them. Harbs dropped down to P9. Night Owl, Tier 2 champion, P10.
Oh, Night Owl with a little bit of a drift there. I can't tell if that was maybe my game lag or it was a drift.
No, I think he lost a bit of time.
But he's going to be eaten up with these hard tyres. Probably won't be the greatest for the start. But he's playing it long because he wants to try to win here tonight to prove that he's a great champion, especially for Tier 2.
I was watching, he's had a spin. Hoffers spins it. That's not what you want to see. That's such a good start as well. I spoke so highly of him. That beautiful move last lap. And out of the window at the moment.
That's commentator's curse, right?
That is commentator. Will Manu did it yesterday to good old Mare. Mare hasn't had a Mare in a while. Mare smashes into the back of Dylan. So what have we got today? Hoffers is doing really well. Hoffers has spun it. Nikori gets a penalty. That's still I believe that's a spinner. Manu's on a charge here, so it's Parallel Harry. Parallel Harry in the slipstream then. That's Spawn. Is that? No, that's Massa. Yellow flag out for Massa. Parallel Harry trying to get a move done on Jack B. Cannot make it stick. Senor Pepe, by the way, new driver, P3 at the moment, staying on the back of these very two quick drivers. Could we see a championship contender next season in Senor Pepe? I keep saying Papi. It's Pepe.
Got a little bit of a battle here going on between Latifi and Neo.
Fatty Bumboy drops.
Very close, but Latifi wins that one.
Fatty Bumboy just dropped a lot down the grid. Is that spin? I believe it was a no front wing. No front wing.
Yeah, no front wing. Don't know if that was contact with the wall or a contact with another driver. Let me go check the see if the race director says anything.
But credit is due to Fatty Bumboy for getting out of the way of Massa there. Got to give him credit. Manu with a move, and he's put it in P10. Spartan's third, not getting any traction. Spartan's third got damage? No, he's not. He's got no pace whatsoever. So at the moment, Manu up into P9. On it. Now the charge is on.
Nice
up
out.
the front. There's a battle kicking up the front. And it's going to only
Oh damn.
more.
Okay, I'll keep an eye on this this battle between Night Owl and Cal and let you know if anything happens between them.
But right now, DRS, Parallel Harry looks to the inside straight, flies past Jack B, and Jack B drops down into P2. Manu sets the fastest lap of the race so far. Game on. The Ferrari
And
into
Night Owl
P1.
gets past.
And Night Owl has got past, do you say?
Yeah, he's got past. It's a pretty smooth move, you know, DRS assisted there. But Cal's still on his gearbox, so this battle will probably commence for a couple laps.
Right, I've put all the spectator stuff on now. I haven't had it on the race, so I apologise to anyone who's watching and wanted to see that telemetry. But I've just realised as well, Parallel Harry... No, sorry, Jack B is the only person in the top 6 to have the mediums on, everyone else on the softs. So the strategy is a lot different between these drivers. And it's a four-way battle for P1. As to see a yellow flag, and I believe that was the McLaren going slowly there, of Dill.
Yeah, I believe so too. He's lost a lot of time. Car still looks intact though.
It's all good.
Hasn't
Manu
lost that much time.
passes
Still
Cal.
see Hoffers in the distance.
P8. Jesus Christ, Manu on a charge from P17 to P8, and he did tell me that the bad qualifying was on purpose because he thinks he does better when he starts from the back of the grid. I can see he does better when he starts from the back of the grid. He's past Night Owl now as well. But here we go then. Jack B, DRS, ERS deployed down the main straight once again. Here we go then. Parallel Harry, Jack B. Jack B successful that time. Through again. Jack B into P1. Parallel Harry still on the back. But Senor Pepe is not giving anything up here. Neither is F1 Viper. Four-way battle for P1 is what we like to see. But Jack B just looking like he's got a bit more traction through them first set of corners. But when he gets onto a straight, we know Parallel Harry has a lot more straight line speed. Right, can we get an update on the Liverpool score? Have they even kicked off yet? I don't think they have. I think it's yeah, 8 o'clock kick-off. Come on! I might be able to watch it.
Depending on, you know, if we get any more safety cars and how long they can drag out for.
You'll be spectating on your own then, mate, because I've got a Liverpool game to watch. I'm joking. I back F1RL a lot more, but Jack B's built a gap. May I mention Parallel Harry before his man straight, but you see down straight. Look at the gap, dropping and dropping and dropping. This is a lovely battle at the moment for the top 4. What other battles are going on at the moment, Shredded?
The next main thing I'm noticing is HPC still quite close to Pencil, but they're going to have a third car in the battle soon, which is Will Manu.
He set another fastest lap.
Well, he's on the faster tyre. He's doing great. He's fast. He's fastest.
cars at the moment through that last chicane. No one making moves then for P1 down through the first couple of corners. Manu on the back of Pencil. Knows Pencil on the back of Harbs. Harbs has just passed him. Three-way battle for P5. Four-way battle for P1. This race is cooking more than I thought it would. We'd love to see battles like this. It's very close. Is that Senor Pepe? Oh, I thought the Alpine just went for an outrageous move there on Senor Pepe, but I don't think he did. All keeping it clean.
No, and I thought that Senor Pepe was very close to Parallel Harry there as well. Looked like he was going to brave a move, but didn't quite get it to stick.
Oh, Jack B really trying to push this car to the limit. New driver Senor Pepe, P3 at the moment. Viper, sorry, I'm just calling him Viper. Viper in P4. Manu tries to look for a move on pent up nose. He keeps on faking a move towards 130 yard. Does not make it happen. So now it's going to be a lovely battle down the main straight for all the positions. And I just noticed the Ferrari going through on the Merc. I think that was tactical from the Merc to get DRS, and he has got DRS, so much so he's gone past him on the main straight again. Jack B gets the move done. The Haas following, the Alpine following. Oh, wheel to wheel on the track was Harbs and Pencil. Harbs pushing Pencil off track there. Manu gets to go through as well. Pencil drops a couple of places.
I watched that, and that was a through goes Will Manu sort of move. Driver went wide. He went through, he took the move, and he is chasing and storming HBC.
So much so he's passed.
And he's through.
So we're going in. Game on. Big Poe looks like he's at another moment at the last corner. I believe that's going into the pit lane. I believe he does make it into the pit lane. Or is he carrying on? No, he's carrying on. Or is he pit lane? No, he's pit lane. Never mind. He retires from session in the pit lane. Fair enough.
He retired from the session.
DNF from Fatty Boy here. A man on such a charge at the moment. Just not today. And Harbs drops 1.2 off Will Manu. Manu on the back of this pack now. For a 5 for P1, this DRS train. And this is only going to get better and better now. 5 cars for P1. Oh, the Ferrari can't get it done into turn 1 on Jack B. Jack B must have had a lovely little gap then. I clicked the wrong buttons. I'm clicking the wrong buttons.
Oh, there's a yellow flag and that's Cow. Cow's out.
Safety car deployed.
This could be really crucial for the drivers or really bad for them.
Soft runners are having a field day at the moment. They know that hard compound tyre can be chucked on now and probably could go to the end of the race depending on how good their tyre management is. But now, this is the prime opportunity to get rid of them soft compounds.
Yeah, definitely. And I just had the thought of, if you're one of these tier 1 drivers, you know that tier 2 happens on a Wednesday. Do you sometimes watch and you sit down and like try to work out what you can do from what their tyres act like and how their tyres act like? Obviously, we know that most of these people probably have, you know, many hours in this game, know how the tyres work, but I definitely know that I would.
Well, I was speaking to a certain driver earlier. I'm not going to name names, so don't expose him, but I was speaking to him about strategy, what tyre compounds to take it, like softer, balanced, whatever, etc. And he finds it really helpful. It gives him an idea of how he's doing. At the moment, he's doing decent, so hopefully he can carry this on. Also, drivers like watching. I see a lot of tier 1 drivers watching the race. Even Will Manu gets to watch it every Wednesday due to commentary anyway, so he finds out a lot from them races as well. Keeps a stern eye on it all. This man has loads of hours in the game anyway. But yeah, 100%. Tier 1 drivers need to maximise their races, and by watching a tier 2 race is maximising it. That was nearly an instant between Parallel Harry, even, and
top 7 in the pit, by the way.
Yep, all getting them softs off, and hards are going on. People listening. Parallel Viper goes mediums. Pepe goes mediums. What's Manu gone? Hards, yeah.
He's gone. Oh, Jip.
I'm just saying this from my POV with the safety cars yesterday. I went for a typical. I went soft. I had to pick the front wing damage. Got a 5-second mile speed, and so I could put on another set of softs. Picked again on the next safety car. Put on a set of hards. Got rid of 5 seconds. Went soft, soft, hard, mediums. Removing that second soft stint. Technically, a soft, hard, medium would work a dream with safety cars involved. So it's interesting to see a change in strategy from all our drivers. Latifi staying out on the soft compounder tyres. Is that coming in? No, that's not. That's Carl coming in. Okay. But yeah, a various strategy to say the least, and that's going to switch the race up a lot, especially now with Mil Manu on the back of all of these drivers.
Which is an interesting call from Latifi, especially because yesterday they didn't have the best of races. I believe they actually DNF'd. So they haven't got all the, the track knowledge they could have had from yesterday's race.
Maybe so, but all I know is that I saw that DNF through my window. I was ahead of Latifi as usual. So it was a fair race, to be fair. But with me being podium all the time, it's hard to see when drivers DNF and not. So I'm joking. Don't take any of that seriously. I am shocking at this game. But no, speaking about Latifi obviously has some form of knowledge of this track. I know their race came to a quick end with the DNF, but trying to prove something here today in Tier 1 could possibly be something, because obviously we know Latifi, F1RL has a lot of pace. There's no going around it, but there's just no consistency with driving. It's like they can't be bothered to do it, and it's a shame, because if they had the effort and pushed for it so much, they would challenge Night Owl this season. And that's a hot take,
Yeah,
for me to
100%.
say. But it's like with Massa. If Massa had consistency, he'd definitely be challenging Night Owl for the championship. Massa's ridiculous quick. One in Tier 1, he's a Tier 2 driver. That doesn't just happen. Massa has pace. Night Owl has pace. Elite Shots even has pace. Just there's consistency. That's the problem. With a lot of these drivers, we know Manu's got ridiculous pace. There's no consistency at the moment this season. Good drivers are quick and consistent. If you're just quick and no consistency, what's the point in racing? You get what I mean? It's just gotta have it. It's alright being a time trial merchant, but you go into that race and you will fall and you will fall and you will fall. There's no resetting to track. There's no instant replay / flashbacks. This is the real thing. And as soon as drivers start realising they need consistency, they're better, in my opinion. But what do I know? I'm a Tier 2 driver after all. I'd just like to mention, Neat, you are quick and you are consistent, but you just need to up your moves. You got to take advantage of strategies sometimes. Some of your strategies are wild. You have got pace. Don't say you don't have pace. P10 at the moment, you can't deny that. In a tier 1 race, well, you put you in Tier 2, for instance, I would expect you to be fighting at the top. But you're midfield Tier 1, and that has pace in itself to be midfield Tier 1, in my opinion. Let's just say I'm still letting you race in Tier 1, so I'll obviously show something. Shredded, actually, let's talk to you for a minute, Shredded. Obviously, you was a Tier 1 driver at some point back in Season 1. Obviously, Season 1 wasn't the greatest season.
But before Tier 2 existed.
Before Tier 2 existed is my point. But when you raced, obviously, there was a few quick cars on that grid, don't get me wrong. What was it like for you? Did you feel like you was competitively racing, or was it chilled? Like, what was it like?
Well, at the beginning of the season, it felt unreal. I was getting podiums. I was doing stupidly well. I was sitting P3, P4 in the championship, sort of thing, behind Andy. Really, I had consistent podiums. It felt so relaxed because I felt like I was doing so great. But then these other drivers came in late in the season, such as Will, and he was just dominating with especially the gap from Monza, and it was unbelievable, the pace, and it got competitive then, and it's going to get competitive now because the safety car is coming in.
I like that transition. Fair enough to you, Shredder, but yes, the safety car coming in the slap. Jack B's going to lead the pack once again for the second safety car restart this race. Ferrari right on his tail. When will they go? Jack B does go, and I believe Parallel Harry did get not the greatest, half decent one actually. I take that back. But all the drivers go green here into Super. Lap 13 of 27. Jack B leads the pack, followed by Parallel Harry. Followed by Senor Pepe, followed by F1RL Viper, followed by Manu, followed by Hards, followed by Pencil, followed by Night Owl, Hoffers. That's the yellow flag in the background, and I believe that is Elite Shots, who might have had a moment
it's Elite
there.
Shots, ran wide.
Ran wide, there you go then. But
Round wide, one on the grass, yeah.
Jack B is on it at the moment, 5 tenths clear of Parallel Harry. Pepe following Parallel Harry very closely behind, but Manu is going to have to start getting moves now because Harbs is on his tail. Position perfect from all of our drivers out there through that corner, and Harbs will try to have a run on Manu down the straight towards these next few corners. Plus he backs off a bit actually, I'll take that back. But Manu dropping a bit down on the cars in front of him then.
Well, obviously the cars in front of him do have the slightly faster compounded tyres, but the more they push, the more they're going to go, and Will has the chance to play the long game. He can let them battle it out, get them to kill all the tyres, and he can push. And you know, it's still a potential. Any of the top 5, I'd say, even top 6 potentially could win this race today.
Pencil's past Harbs, and Harbs is under pressure from Night Owl, the Tier 2 champions. This is very interesting to see this battle unfold ahead of the race. But Manu 1.2 down now on the cars ahead of him. So the top 4 once again pushing away round Japan. It's what they've been doing for most of the race. For the first 11 laps of the race before the safety car came out, they pushed away. Now it's all back fighting once again after that restart. And credit to Parallel Harry at the moment. He's having an amazing race in that Ferrari. We know he's got a lot of pace, but Senor Pepe on his tail. Viper in the Alpine P4. Oh, there's a bit of contact between the Haas and Ferrari driver. The Haas goes down the inside. The Ferrari pushed wide, and the Ferrari holds position for now. There's a tiny little bit of contact into that corner. Luckily, didn't jeopardise any of their races. I'd like to mention as well, Manu's put it within half a second of the Alpine now. Game on. Some beautiful shots of these cars, especially at sunset round at 1:30. Oh, it's absolutely amazing to see.
Massa just did a mega move. He just shot past about 3 or 4. I don't know if he shot past 3 or 4 drivers. I didn't really see it. Just saw him go past about a massive chunk of them.
Well, I know it's right now that Alpine's looking for a move on the Haas. Down the main straight then. Into turn 1 they go. Does not get it done. Tries to look around the outside again, but doesn't get it done. Manu right on the tail of these 2 cars as well. It's amazing to see. A lot of racing action on a track where it's struggled to overtake as well. It's honestly love it at the moment. This is what F1RL should be about. Not the safety cars, not the DNFs, the racing. And it's finally happening around Japan after a long season of safety cars. It's finally happening a bit more. Neat gets up with a freezing time penalty for multiple warnings. It's dropped back down to P14 now. About the slow and consistent drivers. You're going to Tier 2 next season, mate. Let's just put it that way. But right now, carry on with the race. But Jack B's put second now between him and Parallel Harry.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that these drivers fighting for the P2 position currently, Parallel Harry's, Pepe, Viper, and including Will in this battle as well now. They're all fighting, they're all battling, trying to defend and fight at the same time, which is causing them to lose so much time. Jack's having the time of their life out in the front, just sending it as fast as he can.
Not a care in the world about who's in front of him, and shouldn't have a care in the world about who might be in front of him now, because he's driving a dominant race in that Merc. But I have to say as well, we're saying about Manu getting involved, Pencil and Harbs on the back of Manu now as well. This could be a 6-way fight for the lead if they can shut that gap to Jack B. But DRS deployed down the main straight. They go in. The Haas just can't get ahead of Parallel Harry.
It's at this point you're getting frustrated because you know the pace is there. You know that you can make the move, but you just don't want to risk taking you or another driver out.
No, especially when a lot of drivers make a lot of tickets. Dylan, Nova. Sorry. About incidents that aren't really incidents, but never mind. We carry on, we proceed. Kyle gets that referee saying time playing multiple warnings. That's a yellow flag, and I believe that is Kyle, and he DNFs from the session. I believe that was a pause DNF from the session because he stopped, he spun, stopped, and DNF. Maybe, I don't know, or he might put it in the wall. We'll have to find out shortly. I'd just like to mention as well, Parallel Harry.
I believe he's pulled to the side.
Pulled to the side out of the race, but I'd just like to mention as well, Parallel Harry and Pepe pulled away a bit from F1RL. PRF1, sorry. What am I saying? The Ferrari has to go.
Never mind. Will just got past of past Viper.
Game on then. Manu's on the hunt down for more and more. Podium position will be next for him if he gets this move done. But these Haas and Ferrari are not giving up fighting each other. And this is just allowing Jack B to get away. But here we go then. The Haas down into turn 1 they go. Ferrari keeps the outside line. Haas on the inside line. Both wheel to wheel still. Beautiful move from the Haas driver. Puts it P2. What a move from Senor Pepe there. That is what you want to see in races like this. I just love to see fights out on track. You can't get better than a good old race round Japan, in my opinion. Unless it's Jeddah Season 1 of F1RL. It's chaos. Indeed. Andy Moore. The first race of F1RL later, Andy Moore somehow won it. Don't ask us how, but he won it. And that is Carl Track. That's Manu. Dropping the places. Mistake from him then. Drops the
Yeah,
P7.
must be, but I don't. He's back onto the Parallel Harry sort of group there. He may get caught in that DRS train for a little bit, but he's not going to want to waste time now. He's going to want to keep his head down and focus and get past.
Plus, can't go wheel to wheel of Hobbs and Pencil up nose. So Parallel Harry and Manu must have an instant, but Manu gets hit.
Oh, the contact!
Wow.
He's lucky to keep his ring intact there.
But DRS, he's still got DRS on that protection point. I'm sure he'll get into that gap again. But Hobbs has spun. That's a Ferrari getting hit. Does Manu get caught up in that? No, he does not. Manu gets through. So Hobbs and Parallel Harry having contact, I think, there. Or Pencil and Hobbs. And Parallel Harry getting caught up in it. Parallel Harry losing part of his front wing. Hobbs having the spin, ruining them tyres a bit. And Manu managed to sail through it there. Nice and cleanly. P5 for him now. But I'm going to say Viper, P3. Senor Pepe, may I mention, first race F1 on take a bow, P2. And Chuck B, P1. That's a slow car. I believe that's Dilb. Dilb must have had a moment there. P15 still for the McLaren driver.
I was seeing it says that sounds like Kyle might have been taken out of the race.
Oh, really? Let's get some insider information here. So I'm called Jack B at the moment, battling how was I'm Senor Pepe and Viper fighting, by the way. The Haas going a bit deeper at chicane is going to allow the Alpine to get such a good exit out of that last corner with DRS and ERS deployed. That Haas is going to be a sitting duck. Manu goes fastest lap of the race. Cooking indeed. Manu's going for the move on the Haas. A very late move from the Haas as well. Manu puts himself P3. PRL Viper P2. PRF1 Viper, sorry. Even. Oh! Pencil's at a big moment. And he's sliding all over the place. And Pencil. Oh! I've just called Pencil up nose. Resetting to track. Live on stream.
That's a very cheeky move there. Good thing he was ghosted as well, because that would have been an accident and a half.
Yeah, a very dangerous accident with that. Oh my god. I'm clicking the wrong buttons. Manu's gone for the move round the outside on Viper. He's done it. He's P2. The chase is on. Manu's got to shut that gap now to the Merc driver, because that Merc driver's quick. Shaq beat is quick, but it's a lovely battle, by the way.
He's got to shut the gap.
Yeah, sorry, it's a lovely battle.
He's got to shut the gap, but also he's got to. Oh, I need to go right on board of that then. Just say he needs to shut that gap. He also needs to defend at the same time, because he will be losing time, especially now that Viper's going to have DRS again to try and make them move the second time, try to get the place back.
It's just a DRS train at the moment from halves downwards.
I got caught on one of those yesterday.
7 laps to go. Manu shot that gap, by the way.
And yeah, I was just about to point that out.
We'll run back on board with them.
Okay, so within a second, if you can keep this up. I'm riding on board with Manu now.
Oh, Hobbs with a slide out that corner, and it's going to allow the 2 Red Bulls to chase him down.
That being said, Jack B also just had a little tiny bit of a moment.
And that's Neek having a moment through sector 1. Yellow flags are out for Neek.
Jeez.
Don't know what happened there, but here we go then. The battle is on for the front runners here. Jack B versus Manu. How is this going to go? Manu pulls to the outside of 130 yards, does not get it done, but might have the DRS detection point, depending on how Jack B plays this. Manu does get the DRS through the detection point. It's a game on here. Williams beat Merc. Down the main straight then.
Both
Manu,
Mercedes engine cars.
Here we go then. Jack B, very quick driver. Manu, very quick driver. Neat retires from the session. Virtual safety cars out. Who's ahead? Manu ahead?
Does he have to get the place back? That was maybe just saved by the bell there.
Wow.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's going to get the position back. He's got through.
That's really interesting.
Cool, that timing and a half.
Jack B getting robbed by virtual safety car then after that overtake. So we've got a new race leader.
I mean, the good thing for him is... yeah, the good thing is that he can now use DRS when it comes around again. Oh, yeah, green flags, here we go.
There we go, indeed. Neat leaves the session, not the weekend for him.
We're still talking about this battle up front, but also just look at Viper. Viper's now gaining a bit more time on Jack B. I mean, he's not super close, but he's still within DRS, and the same with Senor Pepe.
But the gap between P4 and 5 is getting a bit ridiculous now. 5.3 seconds in Harbs and Massa. Harbs, Massa on the back of that battle. So I'm going to ride on board with them as you're riding on board with that front battle at the moment. So Harbs with the DRS on Spani's fur. Spani's fur trying to defend but doesn't defend it that much. Harbs goes through. P5 for Harbs again. Back on the charge. And that's a rear lock from Massa. And it's a lovely catch to save it. No collision involved there. Locks the tyres into turn 1 and turn 2. Under the braking. Drops down to P9. Latifi up into P8. Night Owl P7.
Can I join?
Shed Racing newbie. Hello. You're not even Shed anymore. Logan Birch. Here we go. And Logan, what is your thoughts on what's happening so far?
Personally, art homework's a bit difficult right now.
Art homework. What are you doing as your art homework?
Spider-Man.
She ever stop fucking with
Spider-Man.
that brain surgeon, the lawyer she fucking with, nigga.
Right, okay. Everyone ignore that. I've disconnected him. I'm timing him out for an hour. That is unacceptable behaviour from Logan Birch. Oh my god. Has he just done that? Oh my god. Let's focus back on the racing, for Christ's sake. Oh. Nah, it weren't Pharrell. Surely not. Why is Pharrell doing this? I'm scared of anyone who joins this thing. But Jack B is past Manny, by the way. I'd just like to mention. Let's focus back on the racing for a second. Jack B past Manny then. Back into P1. 4 laps left of this Grand Prix. And it looks like it's going to be a 4-way fight for this race win. 4 cars battling for a podium. And 4 cars battling for a race win. Manu with a lot of ERS in the tank. And Jack B and him going wheel to wheel. And as I click up to the wrong time. And Jack B's struggling with ERS now.
You took the words out of my mouth there. I was going to say, I was looking at the ERS comparison. Jack B's been pushing so hard to try to get this win. Parallel Harry is out of the race. There's a safety car.
It's going to be a sprint to the end, people. Get them soft compounder tyres on. More safety car drama.
You know, all drivers are going to have soft tyres spare because of the wet qualifying. So,
but all drivers in the pit. Yeah. Top 6 have, top 7 have, top 8, top 9. Pencil's only just recently got a new set of softs on. Is he going to firm it? Now he comes into the pits. But yeah. There we go then.
that safety car. It was extremely slow.
Right, can we stop the soundboards, please? Thank you. Just while this race is finishing. Let's not. Hard to please in the time there. So the question is it going to be safety car for another lap after? I don't think it is.
I highly doubt it.
Have you ever had party in this race though?
About what we had yesterday, wasn't it?
More like I think 7.
Yeah, I think everyone behind me DNF'd, I think, and I was 11th.
We're going to have another lap of it? We are going to have another lap of it. So another lap of Woods.
If we were to take one driver for dinner, who would we? Who would it be?
What?
Not including Will. It says
What?
Shed.
Oh, what says what in F1RL? Yeah. No.
Yes, the Shed has just asked if you had to take one driver for, I guess, yeah,
Their
in
teeth
an
are looking
F1RL
kinda
driver.
tasty, you know. joking. That stop. Oh, for sure, Parallel Harry's got a hog on him. It has to be Parallel Harry.
I think I should just go for the easy option, just say the one and only GOAT, Andy Moore.
But he's not really a driver, he's more of a spectator, how far back he is.
Yeah, but I'm usually the one chasing after him and overtaking him.
BCX, you
Feel like
are
we
a
could,
legend. In fact, fair play. That was class.
Common BCX Pro W.
Yeah, common W's. Thank you for pinning that. Dylan is massive. And his race results aren't, because he's usually DNFing. His DNFs are massive. But I just realised something. We're going to have a 2-lap sprint shootout here. No DRS.
Everybody on the soft compound tyres, well, apart from Dill, who's still on the mediums, but everybody's got 100% ERS. Everyone has got a nice harvested, fresh battery to go, so everyone's going to be pushing like mad.
This is going to be when you don't want to keep your eyes off, and I swear to God, there will be bans in this Discord if anyone joins, well, not even joins, does anything to jeopardise this commentary on this next part, because I genuinely am sick and tired of this. But let's not mention for a second, Manu, back of the grid almost, P1. What?
I mean, he's the champion for a reason. Current world champion.
Exactly my point. Night Owl, by the way, tier 2 driver, goes into tier 1. P6, very solid. And like Massa, last week's tier 1 race winner, tier 2 driver, at the moment, he is, what's that? P8.
P8, yeah.
Safety car in, then. Here we go. 2-lap sprint shootout. Massa gets halves a penalty because Hull smashed into the back of him. Both teammates in McLaren. But here we go then.
Night Owl's just got past Latifi.
No,
What's
Night
happened
Owl
there?
was ahead. Latifi went alongside, I think. It was one of them situations.
Oh, okay.
You get what I mean? Went alongside and...
Yes. It's my fault for not
and
being more
Elite Shots
vigilant.
gets a 5-second pen.
Oh, this is what happened yesterday at this part of the of the track. Just everyone was so slow, and then it just shot off like nothing.
Manu goes then back to all the grid up late, and there's chaos at the back almost. But Manu leads. Jack B under a lot of pressure from Viper going into turn 1. Jack B stays ahead. Viper
Bit of
P3.
contact there between Massa and HBC.
As a yellow flag, that's a lot of cars.
That's
at the
elite
back.
shots in the wall.
Elite Shots out of the session.
That's Hoffer's struggling.
But Jesus Christ, chaos at the back then. Elite Shots DNS from the race. Manu leads them then. On lap 26-27, the penultimate lap. And the Williams driver from near the back of the grid, second to last, I think he qualified to P1. You got to give him credit. But Jack B wants to deny this win. And we do want to see as well Jack B deny this win. He's dominated this race so far, in my opinion. And these two are the only two drivers that actually deserve to win this race at this current time. Don't get me wrong, Viper, Pepe, smashed it this race so far, but there's been no pace like these two out ahead, and you can see 1 second gap already pulled between them. Let's have it.
There's Pepe right on the back of Viper. Will he try to remain straight? Will he try this long section before that corner? He's on the side of him. He's on the grass.
Trying to do what Albon did in Spa, but Jack B purple sector 2 then. The fight is on, ladies and gents, and Manu does not get a good exit out of that last chicane.
And Pepe gets past.
And here we go then, last lap of the race. Manu tries to cover Jack. Jack's alongside him, wheel to wheel, down into turn 1, all out on track. Jack B's passed, but it's just switch back for Manu.
Will is going down the side.
Oh, this is a beautiful battle. They're still wheel to wheel. There's a bit of contact, but Manu stays ahead. Wow, Jack B, Manu, take a bow. That's the racing we want to see. on the last lap of the Grand Prix, but Manu leads Jack B. Pepe's through. Podium possibly on his debut, unless Viper denies him and gets his first debut in F1RL. That's Harbs who are a problem. I believe that's a retirement for Harbs even. So Harbs out of the Grand Prix, Dilbs in the points. Wow.
Jack B has dropped back a little bit,
Manu's
but
flashing
he's
on
gaining.
fuel, but there's no ERS on Jack B's car at the moment, to be fair. And
It's
now
fuel versus battery here right now then.
Absolutely, but I don't think there's enough left in it for Jack B ERS wise. Manu still got 20%, Jack B 2%. But here we go then. He was denied in Spa of a race win due to a penalty which he disagreed with distributors about. He has come to Japan. Monza wasn't the greatest way. He's come to Japan from 17th. Manu wins with the fastest lap. Pepe gets the fastest lap. Pepe on his debut, P3, Viper P4, Night Owl P5, the Tier 2 champion P5, Spani's Firm Master P6, P7, the Tifi P8, Dill P9, Hoffers P10. Wow. Japan did not disappoint in Tier 1. And Manu back on the top step. 48 minutes and 10 seconds was all that race was. But it felt like days for the amount of action that happened on track. But that is your race winner, Will Manu. And driver of the day as deserved.
100%. You had my vote anyway.
And can we get
Fantastic.
Manu in the chat for a post-race interview? If he unmutes himself. Da, da, da. He's still... Hello.
We know you can hear.
Jack B is incredible.
Jack
What a
B is...
racer.
That battle between you and
I
Jack
thought I
B.
lost it.
What was going through your head on that last lap?
Just get ahead and use all the ERS possible, honestly. Like, I knew it was going to be tough because my exit of the last corner is just not good at all. But the fact Jack B managed to keep it side by side with me in the S curbs, fair play, like, what a racer.
Credits.
He honestly, he deserved the win. He deserved the win.
Jack B and you have put up a great battle on that last lap for the sprint to that sprint shootout. But that is your qualification, everyone. Manu, obviously here, wins in Japan. Jack B follows closely behind in P2. Pepe on his debut P3, Viper P4 and Night Owl wrapping out the top 5. And I believe that is it from us. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and we'll see you next week for Brazil Tier 2, Tier 1 and trust me, there'll be a lot of action there. So do not go anywhere and we will see you very soon. Goodbye.